Hi again, Tasha Rose with Radical Mothering. I wanted to do a really quick video to talk about some of the books that I've been buying lately. I know a lot of people are really kind of on a mad rush, that is Catholics, to pick up some of the books that we want to have long term in our home libraries. This year, we decided, because we've been going to Latin Mass exclusively since July, we decided to invest in a couple of more Latin Mass oriented books. Like we bought a new missal from Baronius Press. We already had Latin Mass missals, but we wanted another one. So we got another one. We picked up two versions of the Douay-Rheims. We've got the, let me think here, Travis picked them out. One is the Haydock, and the other is the Clementine with the Latin right next to the English. So we got those. We picked those up. One of them we ordered, and then one of them we bought at the bookstore that St. Augustine runs here in the Twin Cities. And then I wanted to pick up a couple of books, some that I've read, some that I already have and have lent out, and then some to review. I will start out by saying this book here was sent to me by the author to read and review. I have not gotten to read it yet because of the holidays. It was so busy, but I'm really looking forward to reading it because it's about countering feminism. And I know that there's another Catholic writer who is coming out with a book about feminism, and I don't actually want to read it. And I don't want to read it because I feel like it's a man barking at a woman to tell her what she's supposed to be, rather than discussing, and I only say that because I've heard him talk about feminism before. This one, in my just scanning of it, really seems to be less of a preachy and more of a look at all these things that have happened that have decayed family life, and feminism is a big component of that. So I'm really looking forward to reading and reviewing this for the author, and I'll do a video on that coming up. I'm going to try to read this in the next month, or maybe I'll just do it section by section. I'll do a video review. Anyway, so this book is one that's on my list this year as a review book. I am really excited to read it. Another thing I'm going to review is the Theology of Home series. I love Carrie Gress's books. Of course, we've got the Anti-Mary Toxic Femininity book that she wrote as well, that I've done a video on that as well. But I bought this Theology of the Home last spring, I think, and then I just picked up Theology of Home 2, as well as the planner. I have paged through both of the books, and they're so beautiful. The photographs are beautiful. I'm really looking forward to reading them, and then you'll see a review of both of these together in an upcoming video. Now, the planner, I love planners. You guys know I have a humongous planner addiction. Something I'm really... Maybe I missed it in the description. I'm not sure, but I was kind of upset to see that the 2021 planner started in September. So I'm kind of frustrated about that, but it's still plenty usable for the rest of the year. And I'm going to use this more as a place to journal the day, like what we've accomplished in the day and, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to use this planner for. It does come with these really pretty bookmarks. My children have all asked to have them, and I told them no, because I'm going to use them in actually the Theology of Home books as I'm paging through these. So these are really pretty, and I like them a lot. Like I said, kind of bummed that it started in September, but it's still plenty usable for me, and it was on sale. So that kind of washes for me. Now, two things that I've already had. I have this book already, On the Incarnation by St. Athanasius. This was the first book that Travis actually read when he was working on his conversion. This book is a life changer. There's a foreword in it by C.S. Lewis. I lent out my other copy to a friend, and I just wanted to get a backup copy just in case. So I picked that up, and then I've had this for a while, but I'm going to do the consecration again. And read through this. So I think that if you haven't done a Marian consecration, you should maybe think about picking up something to do that. I'm not a big fan of the 31 days to morning glory book. I started it and I just, and that would have been the second time I've done a Marian consecration, and I didn't like it. But I love these more simplistic, less wordy, less floofy, less feel-good stuff. I don't know if I'm really phrasing that right. So many books feel like fluff to me when it comes to spiritual work, and I don't want fluff. I want meat, and this feels like meat, and it's not that big, but it feels like meat, even though it's could be considered a little bit more simplistic. But I mean, like on the Incarnation, this is meat. I mean, this book is meat, and it's not very big. We don't need all these extra fluffy words to get the point across. Okay, and 2 more books that completely changed my life that I wanted to have leather-bound copies of. I had read borrowed copies of these before. So I picked up The Imitation of Christ, leather-bound copy, beautiful book. Let me flip through it here. My children always want to flip through all of our Catholic books to see if there are pictures in them. There are no pictures in The Imitation of Christ, but it's a beautiful book. And then The Imitation of Mary as well. And this one does have pictures in it, different of all the mysteries of the different. I love this one. Different images of Our Lady and Jesus. Cecilia likes this one. She likes to page through it and see the pictures of Jesus as a baby. Baby DD, she says. Baby DD. So these books, I think, are all really important. If you don't have a lot of money and you don't have a lot of time to wait around to get some of the books that you want to order, I really recommend a few different book websites. I know we're trying to not buy as much from Amazon, but with timing and whatnot, I'm really concerned about things not getting here if things go haywire and suddenly we can't get things that we've ordered. So that's why I've ordered a lot of these through Amazon. We do go to the publishers where we can, like we went to Baronius, or we buy from the church that we've been going to instead of going through Amazon. But sometimes the expediency kind of washes, and if you can get it through an Amazon seller that is the publisher, the seller of the book, then that works too. If you don't have a copy of these, I really recommend it. This one, well, these 4 in particular. Some Marian consecration. I personally, if you like the 31 Days book, great. I personally don't like it. But if you can find a really good consecration, and if you can pick up on the Incarnation, The Imitation of Christ, and The Imitation of Mary, as well as a Douay-Rheims Bible, then I think that you're really set. Oh, and your missal. You need your missal too. So those are the books I'm recommending. I'm going to come back in another video to review these and this one for you. But that's all I wanted to say. And I hope you guys have a splendid day. And we'll see you next time. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you around. Bye-bye.